Today I'm going to be going over my thoughts on Gen V. I quite enjoyed season 2, but obviously I do have some critiques that I would like to see in the future. But overall, I thought it was a really good season. Every episode something's happening. I never feel like we're stalling or the writers are just waiting to get to a different point. There are some conveniences in the plot and the writing, but for the most part, I really enjoy the fast paced nature of the show. The plot is very rich and things are constantly happening. New characters are always being introduced, and the writing is pretty tight. I think what they did with DeAndre's character was necessary. And I think they did a good job at handling that. All the characters are obviously very distraught by that. And what? I did call the twist with Cypher. I called that as soon as we learned what his powers were. And it is kind of lame to have this character built up for a whole season only to get it ripped out from under you, and now this isn't the person that we've actually been following. It's the same problem that we have in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. If you remember that, we're introduced to Mad-Eye Moody for the whole movie, and then at the end it turns out actually that was Barty Crouch Jr. that was pretending to be Mad-Eye Moody. So really we have no idea who Mad-Eye Moody is, and that's just, a classic kind of problem. I like twists, but this one was overall disappointing to me. I think episode 7 was really good. Marie definitely was losing it a lot. I'm not sure why they're even still friends with Marie. Marie left them at the superhero prison. Then in episode 7, she starts freaking out. She's lifting everybody up and threatening to, hurt them and stuff if they don't leave. I understand she's trying to do it for the better good of the characters, but still, I don't see how they would be a buddy after that. It definitely takes some time to get over kind of how she was treating them. And basically she's a jerk. She can be a jerk, and that's just not cool. So yeah, basically, and she's falling for the classic Godolphin University kind of manipulation technique in which they tell the superheroes that they're better than all the other superheroes. That's what happened to Kate, because they told her that and she started to believe it, so she treated others like they're less than. And now Marie is doing the same thing. She thinks she's better than everyone else because of her powers, because that's what they're all telling her, is that she's better. So she's treating her peers poorly because of it. So it's just a classic tale. They're clearly, she's not learning from Kate's mistakes, which is a mistake. As for Jordan's character, I really liked her character, her character in the show. I thought they did a good job with her. I think I could tell, she kind of took some of the workload that was going to go to Andre's character. And, some of the acting at certain parts left a little bit to be desired. But overall, I really, really enjoyed the character. And I think the actor or actress did a great job at presenting the character. And I love how all the characters kind of come together at the end. It is kind of weird how Annabeth comes out of nowhere and she's starting to really tweak out and, not making herself super likable. But I think in a more realistic situation, they would just kind of want to get away from her as soon as possible. But, they all got to stay together, so they stick together, which is good, I guess.